Welcome again to Michael Wickerson at Wickerson Studios. I'm moving right along and continuing with this video series, which is on the one-liners of Python, and I am implementing that into ghPython node scripts. Those scripts and those user objects, which I customize to be Wickerson Studios, come on, you can grab them wherever you want. I think I have here generating data 11, generating data B. Once you download the user objects, you can just bring the data in as you generate it. And I'm going to do my output. And I've got two cases of this one. And believe me, I use that Grasshopper forum as much as I have to, when I have to. So you can get rid of that node, and then you still have the ability to go in these custom nodes and then get in there and see what was written. And I've written all these things up for you. They come out of the textbook, but they're all customized to be something a little different. So the basic node is right here, generating expressions to find out information. Let's take a look at what's happening here. And this is what I'm trying to get past is I've got a little age slider here that I'll use in a minute. But as you can see, I've written down a little bit of information about this. It goes on a little bit. What I initially did in the node was just I wanted to produce A and B to check what it means to use the any function. The any function is if anything's true in here, it'll come up true. And of course, nothing's true in the bottom one, B, so it comes up false. I then go in and I hard code in this data, dictionary, three dictionaries within dictionaries, dictionary families. And I show an example of how script that one-liner that they give you for X and X in families, if any Y is greater than this age, and age is the parameter that I slide in here and I can move around, I can change the data. Then I want to know which families exist that do that. And obviously, Smith is the only family with somebody older than 62. And it's not equal to or older, so it's 63 and up. That's not what I want to keep doing. It's just taking these nodes and writing them out for you. What I'm trying to do, leave that one alone, is go into something a little more complex. And here it is. And I got stuck on this. I basically want to be able to input data. I don't want to have to hard code it in there. I don't have to cut and paste anything. I want to be able to bring it in a file form. I want to be able to bring it in as a panel. The age is still situated there, but here's where I got a little stuck. And I had to go to the forum to see it. So in order to use this data with these ages, I had to go in there again. And what I did was I had the hard-coded one, which I just triple commented it out. And then I had to go on the forum and find out on the forum, how am I going to take that type string, which it's recognized as it comes in FAM, and convert that over to type dictionary, or at least find out how to make it a dictionary. And I just asked on the forum, and I got back this magic foo answer. It was foo bar, but I changed it to families. I want to strip that for S in families of the equal sign. And in doing so, you end up with the data in FAM, which I believe is here. And you can see what happens. It strips it down to just that data, which can be written here. And that, when you type in its type, families eval the family type, print type of those families. Maybe I'll bring that up. Well, actually, that's not necessary for the functions. You can see the type all of a sudden miraculously shifts over to dictionary because they made a dictionary out of it with that simple script of stripping. Never would have thought of that. It's not within this one-liner book to start using the eval function. So that's why you need a forum as you process through here. It's one thing to copy what's in a book, but when you start to add to it, you start to bring it into something else. Now I can take any data. Actually, I can take any string of anything that resembles close to dictionaries, and I can sit in here and use my true function, my any function, which is what this is all about. And I hope you enjoyed that. So I've got it in two sections. This one is 11B. This one is 11A. Like I said, you can get them on my GitHub. A little bit of self-promotion. It's going well. But first of all, I should say, obviously, that's the one you want to get into that forum, start asking your questions. You'll see my name popping up quite often now because I have lots and lots of questions. And that you just go in there and ask something simple, and immediately some genius comes back. As long as you're respectful and do your homework, they'll thank you. They'll say you're welcome. Everything's wonderfully dandy. And then here, but as you can see, my face is down here. You can always jump into my Patreon. I have many tiers to go, and this series is in just the $3 join if you're interested, and I have all those. And plus, you get all these other sites that are open for free. And if you do want to go a little deeper and have some time talking with me and get into the other repositories that are C#, please go ahead and do that. The fees are pretty nominal to just get at all this data. And with that, you will be able to jump into GitHub, which is exciting. Jumping into GitHub, and I'll just show a few repositories that are here. Not only are all these other repositories there, this one's the one I'm recently working on, the one-liners for script objects. It's a private site. I do have another private site. Actually, I think it's public still, the custom C# nodes for Python user objects. And then it goes through all these other files that I've done that some are private, some are public. So I'm just doing a little self-promotion to get people on there, to find out how to get access to this, to pull it up on Grasshopper, have some fun with it. And in time, you will end up with some pretty cool scripts. So if I pan back out of here, I will just join these all into generating expressions from to find information output. You can see this one's gotten pretty large already. It was the one-liners, basic, intermediate, that talked about comprehension, file access, mapping function, lambda, reduce function, slicing, slice assignment, generating functions. And now I'm going to finish up with zip function. We're going to move on to intermediate, which is very specific to what data science is and how we can use it. And there's a bunch of tricks and tips in here going around other libraries because Grasshopper provides such a very interesting way to think about things differently. So hopefully you find this series helpful. Hopefully you can jump in there. You can grab my own user objects, but if you want from these videos, you probably can generate the scripts pretty simple without needing those. I'm just looking for a little bit of support on Patreon that keeps me moving in this summer and taking the time to do all these projects. Thank you very much.